the people that do call in to the live broadcast. So we welcome each and every one of us to this live broadcast this evening. Please, I hope I'm coming out loud enough, because I don't know what is wrong with this my phone. Some people will always tell me that I'm not loud enough. I hope I'm coming out loud enough. If not, please let me know. Yeah, please, this evening I have something I want us to talk about. And I'm going to open my line at the end of the session for calling. Because when I made my announcement, I said, just like Lolo Neka will always say, you know, Lolo Neka Chimizi, she will always say, Abba touch. Abba touch, and it's true. Because anywhere you light your touch, you'll be able to see. You see clearer. So before I dive into the topic I have for tonight, I want to bring to our attention once again, I know most of us have seen it, another walk of shame by the Nigeria, what do they call themselves? Headquarters of Army, HQ, whatever they call themselves. What we saw them posted yesterday, let me go back to their website. HQ Nigerian Army, which is the Nigerian military. Because Nigeria said they have prescribed themselves, not IPOB, since 2017. Since that 2017, they're still looking for evidence. Evidence that can prove to themselves, not to people, not to the world, that IPOB is what they tag IPOB for. Up till today, they have not found the evidence of what they are looking. Rather, what they have done, they have switched into forgery. That's what they have continued to do, into makeup stories. Many of occasions we have seen them in different, whatever they call dens, camps, which they always refer to ESN, IPOB camp. And yesterday we saw the one they published, which is blatant lie. That even the pictures they posted alone, even a kind of a throwback, ridiculed them, made them a subject of caricature. Yesterday they posted, where is it? Yes, yesterday, about 19 hours ago, they said that Army strikes IPOB ESN strongholds. And if that's the way, the words they will always use. They call it strongholds. And recovers explosive, ransom, funds. Obalulu na agree her. Obahuru na, we are reading this. But it's just to a kind of ridicule them, because they have continued to make themselves a subject of caricature. So according to them, they said in Enugu, Ada and Enugu yesterday, that they uncovered ESN, whatever they call it. And from the pictures we saw, many of us must have seen it. That is the ways of the thief. Because our people will always say, every day is for the thief, but one day will be for the owner. So some of the pictures they posted yesterday, the guy they posted, his picture has come out today to debunk that he doesn't know about this. It's not him. He's not involved in any ESN camp. He is not even aware where ESN camps are, which is this brother, is it Harrison Gwamnishi. When you see this picture the military posted yesterday, you can see the man counting money. That is Harrison, and it is this Harrison they posted the picture with the other pictures. They say this is the ESN camp they uncovered. When I saw this picture yesterday, because when you see an area they called ESN camp, there are contradictions in the environment. This is the first thing I observed. Already we know they are liars. So each time we see news like this, we already know that they are just making it up. Then when you have a good look on the pictures, then you confirm that they have come again. So when you look at the pictures, they posted about how many pictures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. More than 15 pictures can these people post yesterday. Now, look at an area they are calling ESN camp. This is Omago, like, you know, this vast land. There are no even bushes here. So it's an open area. Abakolo tent. Imogabakolo ndo, something for shelter. Is one of the pictures they posted. They called ESN camp. Even if ESN camp is anywhere, it can't be something like this. Because this is just open. This is just open. It cannot be ESN camp. And this is Harrison Wamnishu. In Delta. They added his picture here to tell you this is ESN camp. Hi, these people, they are so brainless. You know, because thieves are always in a haste to lie. They're always in a haste to make up stories. And this one has backfired. Even the man himself came out today to say he doesn't know anything about this. He's not involved in the ESN IPOB camp or anything. Then when you look at there's another picture here I saw again. I was just like laughing. Among the two people they captured, they say they captured is a man and a woman. I don't know where they got this woman. Is women among the ESN according to them. This is an innocent man and the innocent woman. They handcuffed and called them ESN members. Then well, there's one that looks like something like an explosive thing. Let me show you. Look at this one. You know how they dig, they make a little opening on the ground and put in here what they can bomb. They called it explosive whatever. When you look at this thing they dug here, you can see the thing is fresh. It's a fresh digging, excavation, shallow excavation that happened here. And when you look at it, you can see it's very, very fresh, telling you they just dig this little pit. Just they are trying to make up things against IPOB. Then when you compare all the pictures, you can easily find out that the locations differs. This is one location they are telling you all this. But when you look at each picture and look at the surroundings and the background, you can tell it looks like something that happens in different locations, including the picture of Harrison Gwamnishu they inserted here. A different picture. Oh my God, I'm even finding out. Do you know the boy they put handcuff on is a boy with a handcuff wherever, you know, this Harrison has been engaging in kidnapping, discovery things and so on. So probably this is an incident that happened somewhere, and probably the military with him then handcuffed a guy like that. So this guy, you can see him in the background, and this is the guy they've already referred as ESN. All these things are so laughable. I'm not wrong. If I had this email, you know, they can't even make up. They can't even forge. They can't even make up story, because it looks that this is just what it looks like. What a brainless person has just forged. So I don't know what's exactly wrong with these people, and I'm happy at least they have ridiculed themselves in this. At least the public should use this to know that there is no truth in these people. It's been their plan to find evidences against IPOB. This is a group you're tagged since 2017, and this year is 2016. That is 9 years after. They are still looking for evidences against IPOB. It's so ridiculous. All we know will remain outstanding. IPOB is a peaceful movement, freedom fighting movement. It is covered. We are not lawless people. We are not doing anything outside the law. The law covers what we are doing, and that is why we operate in diverse nations. Anywhere law works, that's where you find IPOB. Any country where law works, you'll find us there, and we don't have problem with them because our operations are peaceful. The countries, the nations we operate on, they know us and we know them. They understand what we are pursuing. They understand our objectives, our goals, and the manner that we are pursuing it. Because our self-determination has been and it has remained via referendum. We have not deviated from that. Now I'll be going into what I have to talk about today. So in the afternoon, I made a post. Let me go back to that post where I said I borrowed the word of Lolo Nneka. I say Lolo Nneka will always say, "About touch, the people will see clearer." Why did I use this word? You know, since the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is one thing they have continued to say against IPOB leadership, the DOS. Let me not go on with when the enemies, which they remarks, Simon Ekman and the autopilots, let me just leave their own because they've gone into the pit. But this government agent, we have continued to hear it up to today. Who are the government agents? You know, when you bring it into what we are doing, into our freedom fighting, you know, when somebody says he's a government agent, it implies that you are working for the government. You are the agent of the government. You are doing the biddings of the government. You are representing the government. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, 2021, from the beginning of 2022, I started to hear from different quarters. I don't want to bring in the autopilot one because those ones are they have that of the way. I started to see Kanu continuously pointing at the DOS leadership. When he started with diverse posts he does make. Many a times I will see him calling them government agents, politicians agents, government agents, that even he has not ceased. For the past 4 years, I have said it before, I think in my last broadcast. For the past 4 years, Kanu has insisted that the IPOB leadership, the DOS, are government paid agents. It's not only him now saying it. When I go to the platform of the one that calls himself Nnamdi. Nnamdi, most of the things he's posting has been DSS agents, DSS, DOS, government recruits. And I noticed that they have pushed that rhetoric down to the millipedes, speaking for them, to their believers, to their followers, people, their fellow Mughals following them. Each time I hear them, they will be calling the DOS government recruits, government agents. Let's go. See, this thing started since 4 years with Kanu. That even when you check, let me go to his post. When you check some of his recent posts, you will still see that same thing. You know, why am I bringing this? Because in a Biafra struggle like this, when you call the people leading that they are working for the government or that they are working for the Nigerian politicians, already we know, people that do understand knew that there is nothing like that. But when you look at that word, it can put off ordinary person off. Because the people you are asked to listen are the same people they are telling you they are now working for the enemies, for our known enemies. Because Nigeria is our enemy. Nigeria wants to strangulate us. Nigeria wants to destroy us. Nigeria wants to see our end. That's exactly just the first thing I said regarding the militaries, Nigerian militaries post against IPOB ESN. Because this has been, our people will always say, when you want to destroy a dog, you call him a destroying name. This is what they are doing. They want to destroy Biafra struggle. They want to destroy IPOB. That is why they want to call you a terrorist. So that when they tire, the anyanya get that you imago ne se anyanya ndo shitaya. Inyanya onyo shitaya kbo yo onyo sha season was say mo yo kuno onyo shi. This is exactly what they want to do to us. Now, when we see the family, the siblings of the leader of the movement naming the leaders that they are working for the DSS or that they are working for the government, we are going to go back tonight. Probably starting from 2021, so that we can throw the light and get about touch and find out who exactly are these DSS agents. Because you'll be discovered that you are government agent through your actions, through your interactions with the Nigerian government, through your biddings and your deals with them. That is why I put my number. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will always say, Onye marakwa nke o mere ya megeni ya kwuo. I have sat down to think about this. And from the antecedents in the last 5 years, I can't see the DOS working for the Nigerian government. I have never seen or suspected their collaboration with the Nigerian government. Rather, the traces is from the people making the accusations. Let's check out some of the things Kanu are posted. Because this allegation of government paid agents has become like a mantra to him. to their family against the DOS. I know I must surely find one recently, because this has been what he's been shouting day and night. And after checking his own, I'll go as well check the one that calls himself Ikenna David, because that one looks like he's the one that has bought it over now. He's the one that just bought it over. Okay, yeah. Okay, you will always find out. This is Kanonta. This is Kanonta here. So he said, how to know an illiterate zoo recruit. Zoo recruit. This is another word they always use. Either they call you Nigerian agent, or they call you zoo recruit. This is just Kanonta. This is April. This is this month. Had it been a half time, I would have continued to check, because this has been one of the allegations, and it looks like it is what they have been hammering harder now. Because when you listen to their millipedes speaking to them, it looks like they have called them and brainwashed them. This is now like a script handed over to them in order to use it to deceive people, to deceive the public. Today we are going to throw torch, who looks like the zoo recruit. He called it zoo recruit. At the end of this broadcast, who indeed looks like, or I will call zoo recruit. Let me check the one that calls himself Ikenna David, because that one looks like this has been what he's been championing. I know he will always post it. Okay, yeah, I've seen already. It says, this is 4 days ago. How can zoo agents hide under DOS? How can zoo agents, just remember the words they have been using. In the Kanonta's one, he calls it zoo recruits. And this one here calls it zoo agents. He says, how can zoo agents hide under DOS? Coming from Ikenna David. Let's continue to go. Like here, the next post he did, he called them zoo slaves. He calls them here zoo slaves. Okay, let's continue, because he's not the one singing it like a song. Let's continue. Or see, for those fools working with the zoo, Igbo politicians, this is the way this one speaks. Working with the zoo, working with Igbo politicians. This is another post, again, coming from Ikenna David. And another post says again, zoo recruits. Just like Kanonta used. He calls it here, illiterate zoo recruit. Let's continue. On the next one, on the next page, on the next post, let me continue to see. Look here. Next post, so he calls it zoo created DSS DOS. He calls it zoo created DSS DOS. Oh, he had no any brainwash their millipedes. Especially in Kana Akbachalu, give money and had the brainless. Mako, iho garbage in and garbage out. Let's continue. The another post here again. Yeah, sekwa DSS DOS. Okay, us is the Arab contractors. Then, get another one. Okay, no. Also, you have a DSS. The Quenka, another post, or see, fellow Arab contractors in DSS. I know, I don't know if you are following me. I am trying to bring out for you the people that have been championing this craziness. And we are going to throw lights. And you got in a touch one by one to find out these names they are calling people. Are they? We will find out from their behaviors, from the deals they were caught red-handed, including the lawyers, especially the lawyer Jimako. Then, Ofuiken na David again, on another post, so in the month of April, he said, the demonic zoo agents in DSS. Oh, you have on our champions in every house. This Iken na David. Then, another post again. Hey, Onya is gone mad. This guy is mad. He said again, DSS Arab contractors. Hey, Onya is gone. Another post. He said, in fact, I can't even obahulu na anamago. Oh, Onya no abu. This issue na no nisi. And ima Onya, iho ona abunya ha some million. And they are buying it. They are swallowing it, and they are vomiting it. We have seen it from Kanu since 4 years ago. He started. We have seen it from Iken na David. We have also seen it from their disbanded Emma Powerful. And that is why that disbandment came. Because the office was abused. The office became compromised. The office became misused. And the HOD, Mazi them have no choice than to disband it. IPOB press release, when we used to use that disbanded office, which is a map of, I have said it before. It used to be a well-recognized channel which IPOB disseminates information to the public, to the worldwide, until the office became compromised. On the 1st of February this year, that office, the disbanded name, because we noticed the office was hijacked. Different individuals started to write through the office, including the siblings, including Ikenna. Everybody, we are using the office of Emma Powerful to write. So on the 1st of February this year, from the disbanded Emma Powerful, it says, Moru Edoziem plotting to hijack IPOB. Okay, it's not exactly this one I wanted. Let me see. Because this issue of working for politicians as well came from the disbanded Emma Powerful in the press release. Some people at times seems not to understand the reason why the press release from Emma Powerful was cut off. This is one of them. Because it was compromised, it was abused, it was hijacked. Hyenas hijacked it and started to use it to golf out rubbish to the public. We remember when that office, we are praising the Northern Elders Forum. The Northern Elders Forum, we knew the role they are playing, the support they are giving to Fulani herdsmen in their attack against different communities. We knew the role they are playing in supporting and aiding Sharia law. We know the role they are playing in covering up the evil of Christian genocide. This same disbanded Emma Powerful at one of the time used a whole IPOB press release to praise Northern Elders Forum. Then on the 1st of February 2026, this very year, in one of the press release on that 1st of February, the title of that press release says, clarification statement on the lies and falsehood. Then this is what they wrote. They allege that some agents of government and the APC are masquerading as IPOB members in a bid to deceive the public. Then they went further to say, he further alleged that Moru and the Edoziem are doing the biddings of the Anambra State Governor, Soludo. Why am I bringing this? I am trying to bring up or present the avenues, the mouthpiece where this government recruit, government agent, DSS, whatever, have all come from. It's been established, it's been coming from Kanu to Kanu. It's been established, they have used Emma Powerful to present that as well. They have used Iken Nanjoko or Iken Nanjoko Buzrienisi. And when you listen to their uninformed agents they are now using, this is what they are echoing. DSS, DOS, government agents. They are working for the government. Let's go back. Starting from when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. This is a well-known fact. Each and every one of us know. For the 8 good days, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. Who were in the know that he was abducted, if not the siblings, which Kanu to Kanu is the head? Instead of speaking out the truth, it was Kanu that lied to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on the mountain praying. Because when you call somebody, he's working for the DSS, that means that person is betraying the Biafra struggle. That person is jeopardizing the Biafra struggle. That person is working against Biafra struggle. That's all it entails. When you say that somebody is DSS agent, somebody is working for Soludo, somebody is working for Nigerian government, somebody is zoo recruit, zoo agent, whatever they have presented it. Right from the beginning, Kanu Takano demonstrated or showed that he jeopardized the struggle. Starting from jeopardizing the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hiding his abduction for 8 good days. There is no way you can describe that if not betrayal. And not only that, I happened to see what happened in the account, which Nenayanya managed. I discovered for that 8-day period, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. Thousands of money, IPOB money, were moved from IPOB account to Kanu. Several transactions happened during those 8-day period. Not only that, there has been a lot of money that has been moving for the years back, for the several months back, before the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction. Even during the 8 days of abduction, a lot of money as well, we are going to Kanu. It can only be Nnamdi that needs to give explanation. What exactly is the reason for that? To me, I am a kind of sensing something not right in that regard. Seeing the roles Kanu played in regards to that. He betrayed the struggle by hiding that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. Secondly, a lot of money, thousands of money, were keep being pushed to Kanu during all those periods. The third one, in an effort by the DOS leadership, because most of the thing they have continued to use to tag DOS as government agents has been in the area, mostly area regarding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are now looking into the roles each of the parties played. The roles the DOS played and the roles Kanu played. The zoo, the agent, indeed. Kanu started by falling first, by hiding, by denying about the abduction. Secondly, from the other party, which is the DOS, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was finally extradited to Nigeria, what did they do anything? Because before you confirm somebody being betrayed, when there is problem, what did they do? The DOS on their own, in order to make sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is brought to court, they announced sit at home. That same sit at home was jeopardized by the same Kanu. Why am I bringing Kanu? Because this issue of government agent, government recruit, I started hearing it from Kanu. That is why I am bringing out now the roles he played and the roles the DOS played for us to understand who indeed is this government agent. Kanu was the one that jeopardized the sit at home. He is the one that made the counter announcement that sit at home will not hold. And as we continued, the DOS leadership, in our effort to secure release for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the lawyers they put in place, which even won discharged and acquitted, the same Kanu spearheaded to discontinue the services of the lawyers the leadership put in place. Another betrayal. IPOB UK at one time decided that we are going to take, what do they call themselves? The Office of Commonwealth, Foreign Office, whatever, Commonwealth here. We said that we are going to take them to court for not doing anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB UK, we have made our contributions because it's a lot of money. So we planned it to be like an ongoing contributions. But the initial first leg and the second leg fundraising were done, and certain amounts were raised for us to start off. It was still Kanu that destroyed that effort. He sent message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell the DOS not to engage in that. Another sabotage. Because yesterday, I saw some group of UK lawyers saying that they are going to sue Tinubu. But this is exactly, and Kanu posted it, but this is what he condemned, what he stopped, what he forbidden. Some years ago, we wanted to do it. Another betrayal from him, from Kanu. From Kanu. And not only him, not only Kanu, Emmanuel, the hand of Emmanuel is in the whole thing. At the initial stage, it was the DOS in collaboration with this Kanu's family that we are working towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court cases until Kanu hijacked the thing because he wanted to handle it alone, because he knew he would jeopardize it. He knew he would destroy it, and he did. He successfully did. He carved away the real men, the real lawyers, to recruit his quack lawyers that messed the whole thing up. Then Emmanuel Kanu himself played his own part because he and Kanu work the same. They are the people that always refer to the other party as the government agent. Government agent. Zoo recruit. DSS GOS. Until his own busted out. Because one thing with Onya Jomime, you will continue in your evil, but one day, our people will always say, every day is for the thief, but one day will become for the owner. Emmanuel has continued to cut deals, different deals with the politicians. This is the same politician they used the disbanded Emma Powerful to write. In their press release of 1st of February, they wrote that there are government agents in the DOS, that they are working with Soludo, they are working with Igbo politicians. But the same Igbo politicians they are talking about, with all due respect to Senator Ifeanyi Oba, late, Ifeanyi Oba reviewed how long, especially in Prince Emmanuel. Prince Emmanuel, we are disturbing him, asking him for money. Because the game these guys we are playing, they are not even asking politicians, help us to seek for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ifeanyi Oba late told people that the only thing he hears from these siblings is nothing but money, ego, money. Not even help us to speak to Tinubu, to release him, but money. That is why one of the picture, we saw Emmanuel in a picture with Ifeanyi Oba, because every day land there be Ifeanyi Oba. Every day, Ojebi Ifeanyi Oba, on a ego. Not even what they can do for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Even the wife. You know, why am I saying this? It's not because, look, I don't mind anybody taking picture with anybody. Somebody like me, I'm not always in a haste to accuse anybody. But when you see people that knows how to accuse people, when you watch them very well, they are the one. They are that exact thing they are accusing people. This this is Emmanuel's wife here. Who is she here with? Is it not past governor of Abia State? You would imagine a member of the DOS is seen in a picture with a politician. They call them, they are working for the politicians without even one day catching them speaking on the phone with the politician. But they will be in their corner calling them DOS agents, DSS this, DSS this. And in the real sense, they are the one cutting deals. Early last year, January 2025, it was Vanguard newspapers that published, that exposed Emmanuel Kanu. We are innocent until we saw it in the Vanguard about the deal he cut with Seyi Tinubu. We didn't know until Vanguard exposed him, until Vanguard brought it out. Because this is the exact thing they have continued to use the name of IPOB. It's not like they are using the name of Kanus. Anytime they want to cash out from these politicians, they present themselves as the leaders of IPOB. Just the exact thing. Ben Madabub. Ben and this is the same set of people that have continued to accuse the DOS. Up to today, nobody has come up with one evidence, not even half evidence, to tell us how or when the DOS had a dealing with the Nigerian government or with the Nigerian politicians. Rather, the accusers has become the perpetrators. Even Mmadụ, since how many years? The only thing Mmadụ knows how to do is leadership is this. Leadership, leadership. Exactly what does... Because initially when he started this, I didn't know this is the lane he was going. At a time, more text in a messenger. See, Mazi, that this post you just made now, that people will misunderstood it. Read it again. I didn't even know that the guy has already gone haywire. That he knew what he was doing. Every day, leadership is this. Leadership. He is the one, another one caught red-handed. Where he went to cut a deal, his own deal. Present to as the IPOB leadership among the DOS is among the things Ben Madubug went. He wanted to cut his own deal with the Imo government. The same people laying accusations that the DOS are working with the government. Back to Prince Emmanuel. Last year, January, we saw Vanguard published that the deal between Emma and the Seyi Tinubu, that Seyi did not play his own part. And Emmanuel played his own part. But the part he played, he knew he's not in the capacity. Because he made a promise to Seyi Tinubu that they are not going to stop election in the Southeast. Because he presented himself as one of the leaders of IPOB, giving Seyi Tinubu the assurance that the election will go well. We will not stop it. We will not ban election. Election will go. And that is why they hijacked the press release. Because they want to be doing the biddings of these politicians. They want to be writing in favor. The same people telling you that the DOS are zoo recruit. Magwacha Ikenna David. Zoo recruit. That's the word he used. DSS, DOS. All manners. All manners. The same IPOB leadership they are accusing of working with the Nigerian government release press statement. Because how you know an innocent person is, when something happens, he will jump out and declare his stand. When Vanguard published about the dealings of Kanu and the Tinibus, IPOB declared their stand. Because Emmanuel is not working for IPOB. He's not representing IPOB. Rather, he's a criminal that used the name of IPOB to cut deal until that was exposed. And this is what the DOS wrote in the memo. DOS leadership were able to write this because they know they are not in any deal with any politician or any government. Because the way somebody acts when something happens tells you ma osokwa court to deal konoso. Because the only person I caught to hear, ejide here, is more powerful. But the measure, the action taken by the IPOB leadership shows that they are not into deal with any government of any kind. Be it government itself, be it their politician, be it their representative. Let me read out what IPOB leadership wrote in the memo. This is a memo of 8th January 2025 regarding Prince Emmanuel's deal with the Tinibus. So I wouldn't read everything. So IPOB leadership says, okay, they refer to the article which was published by the Vanguard that Emmanuel Kanu, younger brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he held a meeting with Said Tinubu, the son of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the agreement that IPOB will not call for boycott. IPOB. And these are the same people now. Other people are calling them government to recruit. Go to Ikenna David. And what is Ikenna David and allow us all these names? Zoo recruit. Zoo agent. Okay, zoo. Oh, zoo very well. Oh, you want to the same thing he echoes is what all of them are now echoing. So IPOB leadership says here that they had a meeting with the son of Tinubu, that the agreement that IPOB will not call for boycott of the last 2023 general election, with the understanding that Tinubu will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if elected as president. Then the DOS went further to say, the DOS, however, has deemed it imperative to address the incorrect information, because the information is not correct, contained in the Vanguard new article mentioned above, to set the record straight. Neither the leadership of IPOB nor any member of the Directorate of State of IPOB had any knowledge of that talk, of holding any talk or holding any meeting with Said Tinubu. this is what the leadership did. They distanced themselves from that mess. You know, when somebody makes a statement, one statement can help you to understand things about that person. If the DOS are in any agreement or having any deal with any government agent, I don't think they will have this boldness to come out here to make this statement. They distanced themselves from such deal. And they went further to say, it is important to state that Emmanuel Kanu or any member of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family do not hold any position of service to the Biafran people or position of leadership, so do not have the capacity to represent IPOB. Then they went down to say, if such a meeting in question held, Emmanuel Kanu could not have been there representing or committing IPOB to such an agreement. So what I am trying to bring out here, this is two parties here. The accuser, accusers of the brethren, the DOS are here. The accusers have been the one accusing the other party that you guys are cutting deals. You are collecting money. You are speaking and liaising with the Nigerian government. But this thing exposes who indeed is cutting deals. The Kanus. Emmanuel Kanu. He was exposed. And the leadership stood tall to say, these people are not in the leadership of IPOB. And no IPOB leadership member, no DOS member is involved in such mess. This is the stand or statement of onye aka ya dị ọcha. Ọnwụ na aka ha adịghị ọcha. They cannot publish this to tell you they are not in agreement with any deal. In a deal, do it on your name. Don't bring in the name of IPOB into your dealings. Ọkwa touch ka anyị na ha agba. The word of law on neck. Agba touch. Afụ onye wu onye oshi. Because one thing with Ndi Ohi is always in a haste, calling others Ndi Oshi, just like in Ndakuna kuna. Oh ya ni better ha, you mama kana agba akwa na ashawo, because this is the business they know about. That is why you hear them calling DSS DOS, because they are fond of working with the DSS. They are manu DSS now. Have bribe. They work with them. They call them, you are working for politicians, Igbo politicians. But we have seen them working with Igbo politicians. Emmanuel going to beg Ifeanyi will wapo ya for Kokasi and London mad. How many times on Abia ego? We've seen the wife with Nkeo governor. There's a picture. You would have imagined they have picture of Mazi Edoziem with any politician. They would have some people, those their millipedes would have done broadcast. So we have seen Ndi Wundioshi, the government recruits, zoo recruits. That's whom they are. Oh no, government recruits. The Kanus, oh no. So, anytime you guys are calling people DOS, DSS, DOS, zoo recruit, there is no evidence. We need evidence. That is why I have put my number. Anybody that has an evidence that the DOS are government recruits, that they are zoo recruits. We want you to call in when I open my line and present. Make your presentation. As I am talking about the Kanus, I am bringing in as well their lawyers, because they have been collaborating. These are evil collaborators. Evil collaborators. And I will pick a lawyer, Hijacking, because he has been working in synergy with Kanu and Emmanuel. When we go back, when we take our minds back, we remember how hard we fought to separate Mazi Nnamdi from the criminalities of Simon Ekpa. When all these things were going on, we didn't know. A lawyer, Hijacking, is busy cutting deals as well behind us, along with the siblings. Because we innocent, we came to Biafra struggle with our hearts, working genuinely. Cutting deals everywhere, speaking with the enemies, liaising with those same politicians they accuse others of working with. Let me read out for you. Because when sit at home, when IPOB leadership called off sit at home at the command of Mazi Nnamdi, the siblings, together with our lawyer Hijacking, they were collaborating with Simon Ekpa to continue that sit at home. I'm going to show you the evidence. I know some of you are aware of it. There were dealings between them. Even Mazi Nnamdi was part of it, until Ekperima could no longer listen. Ekperima could no longer listen. We were busy separating Simon Ekpa from IPOB, separating away, disassociating the struggle from his criminality, disassociating Mazi Nnamdi from his criminology, from his criminality. We didn't know a lawyer Hijacking is busy working with Simon Ekpa until Anyamarife Seloku. Every day will always be for the thief. Till one day, all of us we started to see war between Simon Ekpa and the lawyer Hijacking. That was when Simon started to post on the social media his text, WhatsApp text, with a lawyer Hijacking. He started to release how much he has given to a lawyer Hijacking to give to Mazi Nnamdi. This were happening in the midst of our fight with Simon Ekpa. Because we were innocent, fighting to disassociate ourselves. Not only us, disassociating Mazi Nnamdi, because every Saturday they use his name to do fundraising. They use his name to commit atrocities, evil, in Biafra land. We didn't even know a lawyer Hijacking has been cutting deals with the Enugu State governor. It was Simon Ekpa that exposed him. It was Simon Ekpa that exposed other people. These are expelled members from IPOB. Now, a lawyer behind nye ego, nye sinye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ekperima will give him money, give to Mazi. This is the game. Aloye Ejimako. We are playing on top of our heads. And we were busy protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Protecting the struggle. Behind. They've sold us behind. Now you go now change. Let me read one of the posts Simon Ekpa did when he started to fight. I am still talking about who are the government agents. Because it is the same government agents, Hannah Wani, they've been telling us no DOS are working with the government. But I know how what touch, my watcher lolo neck, to find out to know what canonta is Emmanuel Kanu, is a lawyer Jemako. Because Simon exposed how Aloy we are working with Peter Mba. How he collects money from Peter Mba. How he collects money from expelled members in US. Let's read one of the things Ekpedima used to post those days regarding Aloy Ejimako.
According to the intel I have, it just transferred money to Aloy Ejimako. And according to the intel, it just have transferred $20,000 to Aloy Ejimako.
You've heard it. This is the way they were collecting money. Okwa from the people, IPOB released memo to tell you these people sabotage the struggle. But Aloy Ejimako, we are busy collecting money from them. And the Ekperimunyushi knows all these things. This thing came up after he separated, when he was at war with Aloy Ejimako.
According to the intel I have, it just transferred money to Aloy Ejimako. And according to the intel, it just have transferred $20,000 to Aloy Ejimako.
This is just one of them. Anyị muno no kwa na-eme IPOB one family. Anyị amaha na ndị a na-ezu anyị ohi behind. Then there's a text because Aloy and the Ekperima we are texting. Because IPOB leadership, in order to respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cancelled sit at home. But they, Aloy Ejimako, together with the siblings, we are supporting Ekperima Simon to continue with the sit at home. So, in one of the texts, Aloy said to Simon Ekpa and says, if I may suggest, look at the text. You can see it's a WhatsApp text. Aloy said, if I may suggest, you can simply do a tweet along these lines. This is because na Ekperima tested power and money. Ekperima saw power and he saw money. Before they were supporting him to carry on with the sit at home, carry on, until the killings were too much. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were no more comfortable. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started to give order now, please, he should stop. But due to the thing has entered the Ekperima head, Ekperima could no longer stop. We remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lambasted in the court. Who is that bagger that will refuse, that will say no when I have spoken? This is when the matter has got to the stage that Ekperima refused to listen. But before, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started to say no more sit at home, he could not mention the name of Simon Ekpa. One of the occasions he was talking about it, and somebody among the crowd mentioned Simon. Aloy Ejimako told that person, don't mention anybody's name here. Because this is his friend. He doesn't want his friend exposed. He doesn't want Simon Ekpa's name be called, be mentioned. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never mentioned Simon Ekpa's name. Because Egberima himself even posted that he was releasing money, giving money to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu via Aloy Ejimako. Ejimako was playing front and back in the whole thing. Okoto a deal with Ndacharachu. Okoto with the governor of Enugu State. Aloy, this is when now Mwoku Fuzere, Ekberimaku no longer stop. So Aloy said, if I may suggest, you can simply do a tweet along these lines. Notice, after due considerations and consultations with Onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through trusted and secure channels, a firm decision had been made that the proposed 2-week sit-at-home is hereby suspended. This is when Ekberima tinyele 2 weeks sit-at-home. There was a time the sit-at-home got to his brain. Oh no. Or is he happy with 1 day sit-at-home, 1 day a week? He made it 2 weeks. And now Yozini Ebiko. Because they have been abetting him. Aloy has no choice than in Yozini Ebiko. Stop Zieno, Bikono. Aloy said to Ekberima, notice, after due considerations and okay, Aloy was giving Ekberima a kind of this is what you can post in order to tell people that the 2 week sit-at-home is cancelled. Okay, for the two criminals, the way criminals think, reason, and collaborate. He suggested for him, say, notice, after due considerations and consultations with Onye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through trusted and secure channels, a firm decision has been made that the proposed 2 week sit-at-home is hereby suspended until further notice. No questions asked. It's an order from the above. This is Aloy Ejimako giving Simon Ekpa suggestion of what he can post. Because they are now begging him, Bikono, it's too much now. It's too much. You know, remember we've been supporting you. But this one is too much. If you don't know how to go about with it, this is what I can suggest for you. You can tweet something like this and tell people that Onyendu is the one that is calling off the sit-at-home. Then Ekberima responded to him and said, I will address this, no worries. Yeah, don't worry, I got my address here. Can I have this well typed out? Ekberima told him, can you type this one out for me? So that when Aloy type it out and give to him, he will then carry it, then post it. For you to understand the deep of collaboration that took place between Aloy Ejimako, the evil atrocities of Aloy Ejimako. These are the same set of people telling you, along with the Kanus, that the other party, the DOS, are government recruits, zoo recruits, zoo agents, DSS, DOS. They are working for Igbo politicians. Everything they have called them, watch all of them. That's exactly whom they are. That's exactly what they have done. Ekberima told Aloy, can I have this well typed? Because I'm not using a big. Yes, I'm going to type wire out. Can I have this well typed? Yeah, type wire well. Well typed out. I can see the words clear, so that I can see the words clearly. I mean the written instructions. Aloy responded and said, okay, their plot, as you know. Okay, he said, Aloy, okay, their plot, as you know, for so long now, is to put you on collision captures with Onyendu. Aloy is telling Simon Ekpa that ya chetekwa na ya malakwa amala na ndị DOS, ndị IPOB chọrọ ka ya na onye ndu nọdụ n'ilo. We want Ekperima Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be at war. Okay, he said, okay, their plot, as you know, for so long now, is to put you on collision captures with Onyendu. He has so far frustrated them from his angle. This is Aloy Ejimako speaking, telling Simon Ekpa that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has frustrated the DOS from his angle. I need you to what is going on. I hope some of you must have seen this. This is what went. What happened? He said, Aloy Ejimako, he has so far frustrated them from his angle. That is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has frustrated the DOS from his angle. You should do likewise. If DOS disobeys him, he does not expect you to do like them. I don't know, do you get what is going on here? He's advising Ekperima. He should know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has frustrated DOS. And he should try and obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that if DOS are disobeying, that he, Simon the disciple, will be a good disciple. This is the extent Aloy Ejimako went in destroying himself, not IPOB, in destroying things. That Unyushi played major part in the rift between, in the gap between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the DOS. Or that criminal is the one that widened the gap. And that is why, if you are now, you can never see him now delivering any message. And that his criminality has been uncovered. That is why you the only people now they are presenting is the Afuano boy, Afuano guy, Maswell Okbala, and Nnemeka Ejiofor. That is the two ones they are now presenting. The other one knew that as far as IPOB is concerned, his criminality has been uncovered. He cannot near. Cannot near. He cannot near. Then there's another one. This is Aloy Ejimako. This is Mwoku no Kapatazi. Ekperima refused to sit at home. Aloy now got angry. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself and his party got angry as well. Makano ukwa pugo ihene. Things that he has disappointed them. He is no longer obeying. He's no longer obeying. Agwazie me ihojeme bi. Aloy Ejimako came out to make a tweet. This is when Mbeyana Simon on our corner online. So Aloy said, Simon, these screenshots would prove that on 19th July, you begged me to facilitate your desperation to speak with Governor Mba, but I used my number 6 to frustrate it because I knew you were asking for money in return. This is Aloy Ejimako on our war. He's in war now with Simon Ekpa. He said, Simon, these screenshots would prove that on 19th July, you begged me to facilitate your desperation to speak with Governor Mba, but I used my number 6 to frustrate it because I knew you will ask him for money in return for betraying MNK. That's why you disobeyed his order. This is now when he separated from Ekberima. Imana, they gave Ekberima the license. And now they want to take back the license. Ekberima refused. Oh, it's not giving monkey cup of water. Will you be able to collect back your cup? So the cup of water they used to give Ekberima to drink, Ekberima refused to return the cup. Remember, they are the ones they plan to pull him to be on Radio Biafra speaking. Thank God that the DOS, in their wisdom, refused. When that one failed, they stood behind him to continue the sit at home. And the Ekberima disappointed them now. Because he has tested power. The same power Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tested is what Ekberima tested. And he decided he must stick to that power. He must not let go. He tested money. You remember those days now, every Saturday is fundraising. Is it this fundraising, all this money coming to him that you guys want to cut off? He started to kick back. On board you were soon. I cannot take any order from the prison. I cannot take order of anybody coming from prison. Hey! That's when he was throwing back. So no, I cannot take order from anybody coming from prison. Because he doesn't want to let go ego. Ego, the money he has seen. The power he has tested. That you are coming now to tell him to let go. He refused. He refused. Aloy Ejimako proved to be a government agent. This Peter Mba he is talking about, all throughout, Peter Mba only just just a hypocritical one. Kokuru, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is around the month Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced late last year. That was the only time Peter Mba ever said political solution. Suggested political solution. All along, he doesn't care about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you don't blame him, because all the siblings, including Aloy Ejimako, that have been having deals with him, none of them is presenting releasing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, what they champion is money. Money collection. Money collection. Give us money. Give us money. This is what they wanted. Their aim of even going or working with or having deals is not even to secure release for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ego. Ifeanyi Oba, late Ifeanyi Oba told people, this is what these guys are coming to me for. Ego. The same people calling the DOS, DSS recruit, zoo recruit, zoo agent, zoo nkewa. The fact is that the DOS maintained their name. They knew the game these criminals are playing. They knew their collaborations with the government, how they go to them to collect money. And each time anything backfire, they will come out to warn them, do not associate us to this. Do not associate IPOB to this. I'm going to play a voice from Mazi, warning the same lawyer Hijacking for you guys to understand when they point accusing fingers on the DOS, 4 are pointing on them because they are the real zoo recruits. They are the ones cutting deals with the politicians.
But it's not in us and Mazi, and I'm amazing here on behalf of IPOB leadership. Barrister, yeah, in Ababa from home. That's what I draw your attention with. Never, you and a day any press release, they for somebody, for Mobonye Dreya, or for somebody. Complain about that Nanya Papa, a politician, na press release either.
Do you hear what Chinasa is saying here? He is sending warning to our lawyer Hijacking. Because all along, this is why they hijacked press release. Because they want to be using it to be doing the biddings of the politicians. They want to use it to be praising politicians. If you bring money, if you give them money, like now election is coming, if you give them money, they will praise you. They will use idea to praise you that you build so for your people. Thank you. This is psychological work on the people. They want to promote. They want to campaign for that politician. They want people to vote for that politician. Because they knew the voice of IPOB used to be that Emma powerful disbanded, Emma powerful via the press release. That is why Emma the disbanded office of Kilikili. Because they want to infiltrate him, which they did. They want to control him. It's not more even him writing. They will write and push to him to publish, doing the biddings of their paymasters. Same people pointing fingers at the leadership that they are cutting deals. You can see Mazi warning a lawyer Hijacking here. Because a lawyer Hijacking, even though he is not an IPOB member, but he keep on pestering on the DOS. Please, write press release and add the governor of Enugu. Tell people that governor of Enugu is a good man. He's doing well. He has constructed roads for the people. This is what they want to use IPOB to fill up their pockets. But Chinasa is sending warning. If the DOS are cutting deals, Chinasa will not have this boldness to warn this criminal. The same way the DOS leadership released that memo distancing themselves from Prince Emmanuel's deal with the Tinibus. That is the way Nworu is warning Unyushi. This is a lawyer Lotani Hornia. Now he wants to control IPOB press release. Ego. They want to turn IPOB press release to mouthpiece for politicians. Let's continue to listen.
But it's not a problem. You don't have the intelligence we have on some of Naka politicians, politicians say go. Now you will do this, you will do that. Wherever tell IPOB no this time around. When you get a politician last time he put ya get epa, he got a meya, he got a epa with a Enugu governor. Makachireke alloy. IPOB day press release. Or that enugu governor ile Ethiopia. Do you know how many IPOB members that man next they became Biafra nonsense? Eba particular phone.
Cha.
Eba particular phone. Have you brought out any person? More than 20 IPOB members are missing. This Mbane Brula. Eba particular IPOB member.
Do you see their interest? Their interest is not IPOB. Aloye Ejimako, even though he is not an IPOB member, but he wants to control IPOB press release. He wants it to be like his piece, where he praises politicians. When he praises you, he will go and collect money behind. If not that these DOS are wise, Nda Galiji will DOS name a business and they wouldn't know. The same with the siblings. They would have collaborated without us even knowing. The only mouthpiece we used to have, press release in our daughter. We remember before the disbandment of that office, press release is always the talk of the town. Anytime, anywhere we see it, we run with it. We post it everywhere. We are very proud of it. Since the disbandment, the thing has fizzled out. Powerful has fizzled out. He's no more powerful. He's now powerless. The office is now powerless. With one single memo, a bushire, bring Gaia down. Because they started to misuse it. It became a tool of compromise in their hands. They abused it. HOD has no choice than to release a memo and ended it. And that same day he ended it, that remains the end of it. How many times have you seen press release signed by a Mapov? You can't see it. Highest you see it in 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages. Unlike the way it used to be strong. And I cut one eye off because they hijacked it. They wanted to use it as a means of praising evil. If the DOS are DSS workers, if they are politicians' agents, as alleged, Mazi cannot warn this criminal with this level of boldness. With this level of boldness. Let's continue to listen.
Press release, support of Nnamdi Kanu. The politicians alloy. You talk about happy with problem. Weapon her IPOD. Weapon her IPOD. Don't interfere my double line. Whatever audio message I send there, Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever I send there, Nnamdi Kanu.
Very important.
This woman with politicians. It's a Japan record. I have it.
Oh.
It's a Japan record. In what I name Akaja. Every time you are going to just say that, don't worry.
Imagine.
Can you have a first and last? IPOB gave a press release. There was somebody. But Makachireke, down day any retreat, that retreat for that press release either. There anything about it.
Cha.
Government. Have you condemned him?
And I'm about to show today. That with a voice message. I'm very, very well. When I had the public holiday, okay, would you see it? I never. You didn't know the other one that I have here. At least. Every press release you know about that. They be to politicians who they defend. Or politicians need to answer Nnamdi Kanu even. And then when I'm going to give us a I did press release. I put to any settlement. I put to you you know, put up the common sense. Can you do a press release against any politician or against all your blast on the brown people? They put a detail that I know only type of cause them as in Nnamdi Kanu, only type of friend. The same thing. The same thing for last year. I did a press release. Unpune de area. Counter area.
Did you hear what Mazi is saying? IPOB will write press release. They will go and rewrite it. That won't do. Hi! Ntami oiha no one said do. Okay, some of our members don't even know the fight this DUS has engaged as regards to the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the siblings and the lawyers. Some of members don't know. Some members don't know. DUS is standing up for the movement to protect, to secure, to save, to disassociate the movement from evil. The more Hana adore the movement, the more Ndushi, siblings, evil lawyers. Now choka hadola anyi, dobanya anyi na anyama, adorogodo anyi dobanya. Some of us might not even know. Some of us might not even realize. Na anyi no zuko na mmiri ncha na aba anya. That is why we need to stand and support them. Because all the fights they are engaging so far, they are not fighting for themselves. Their fight is to protect the struggle, to secure the struggle. So when they are calling them zoo recruits, DSS, DOS, akwanya abwana touch na wefu no hawa, they are the recruits. Ikenna, it's you. With the government recruits. So stop calling DOS government recruits. They are not. They are not. We have seen. We knew already. It's just we are retouching it. Today is just like a retouch. Because so many people knew. Oh, how? No wonder. In one finger, the other four is pointing on you as the culprit, as the perpetrator. If you are listening to me and you think that DUS are government recruits, you can call in now and explain to us. We need an evidence. I hate people that talk garbages with no evidence. This evening, I have brought out scenarios, issues. Anya wanna touch. I borrowed the word of Lola neck. Anya bago touch. Wherefore all these people, they are the zoo recruits. They are doing the biddings of the zoo. They are working for the zoo. Have we seen any on the side of the DOS? In case if you have any, you have seen them doing the biddings of the Nigerian government with evidence, call in and let us know. Call in and let us know. We have seen our lawyer Jimako. We have seen Kanu. We have seen Prince Emmanuel Kanu. They are the ones that you can call zoo recruits and not the other side. But in case if you have a proof or evidence that the other side call in and present it. We need to see. We need to know. So Mazi will continue. Emakwa the worst. Aloye Ejimako wants IPOB to praise whoever. But that whoever have never one day released our people. Rather, all our governors, they have been the one. Let me pick this call. 1 minute, please. Let me pick. In case if this person has an evidence. In case some another DOS court or deal, let us know. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening from here, Yota.
Yeah.
Good evening. Meanwhile, he make a good analysis, Yota. Emma, we have noticed in our people, you understand, most of our people like this, Yota, halfway Zoku, and Bugideta is an actually suppress Zoku. Yota. Ana sena GOS got 3D. Nda ana ya audience go any place GOS no man anything nana game like this. Ima by this time na the whole in the evening internet akem no. Yota. Ihe ni ne umunne Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know?
Yeah, we are listening, yeah.
Yes, ni umunne Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could go with the politicians na ndo tia na again. No recent video. These two people said I confusing my mama cannot Takano go fine boy again. Oh, recent video about post ring on a mansion here like this. You have to go lemon a big brain and dancing.
I saw it.
Something like that. Again, that video, just imagine now, or any member of GOS, or maybe Mazi Chico, or any other person notable DOS member, but in Nigeria like this, not on a mansion here, not on any place on or again a last year like this. Just imagine what the internet getting wrong. Even if they will brand it everything like this, that's now, they will brand it everything brandable. But to go and that mansion now, those who can let me just all normal or Kalontaruga. Or fine book or again, I'm not confusing. Or that is without this Biafra now, or who put the Canada mansion from like this, you post on a video. You have to go on here because on young. You have to go all on and without this, you're going to have to prove my shenanigans really had a mail like this. You have to go to Corona. Manopandana, all Bandana got put like this. You have to name Mendoza accused. Do you think they have been accusing the DOS is what they are is what they are doing? In my own way, Okuma and the canon I be a Kubuya all the form of free and the Fulani name our people. Anna, wounded dies, and they make the people like this. Anna confuse another people. Now, see, Leguanda, how on down they make it in that. See, Anna exactly came. These people they are playing on the brand of when they actually deceive. Yeah, they are confused. Deal or they are the one in charge. Then, particularly to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we from the notice even just not like this. Your time reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go. He understand that man actually. So as that man actually Biafra now, especially to the house of DOS. Do you know why? The man also like this, you all everything they rotating under him. You have to go or talking like this, you don't feel that now maybe only Biafra DOS she restore Biafra now at the moment. Him now on his own self, organic feel going to see or maybe your guy did too relevant or something like that. So that's why he has been working against these people. Not that so I'm that's like these people that they are doing the right thing. All my feeling you have to go, but or not that is you don't want them to do well. So that always to maybe she make a tasia put you watch a buggy who do a buggy cheap them, who do on them. So we're worried, you have to go for everything and that mega. They know everything they are doing. And inside their subconscious mind, hammer that's not GOS, that's not their hand are very, very clean. They know, but just as say they know, as in they just want to destroy the leadership. That's actually destroy IPOB. That's just the thing.
Yeah.
Because all their actions is showing that like they really want to destroy the movement, and that's very very sad of them, because that's very very bad of them. Because Kembe kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Our people now want as now because of that single act. I'll go brief him. You know, that's say, look, they are pushing. I can't just say, US accused. No one can pinpoint out anything US name. You have to remember that but you are saying they don't want them to fail, so that they will bag each daka. Or we are not the shik,
Yeah.
I greet you for your good work.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your contribution. So Aloy Ejimako is very interesting. He is very interested in speaking, using our press release to defend and publicize it. And even Mazi said it. None of our members in the prison has this Aloy gone for and released. Hello, good evening and welcome to the program.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you very much, Nnamdi. So your analysis is very nice. We debunk everything. This is what you call evidence. For these people, they are doing everything without evidence. This is propaganda. That's why they opened that radio. Nnamdi Kanu knows everything. This is the way. This thing, when they take this thing as a family business. But why I'm blaming DOS, this money that these people see in Germany, as you are saying, we see all the transactions when they hold Onishi. These people do all the transactions. These people need to go to court. We are living in a Western world. They need to sue them to court. Let's go to process. If you can't enter prison, you will see everything. When somebody is biting you as a man, as a woman being, you just keep on looking the person. You just making the person proud. That's why they are doing this thing. Because US never act. Nanya is coming to that stupid radio, that DSS radio, talk every day. Because US have never put action.
No. Okay. Comrade, remember they are still in court. They are in court in Germany. So IPOB Germany, has taken Nenayanya to court. So they are still in court. So we are waiting for whenever the ruling will take place. So something is being done about it. Yeah, remember the deputy HOD, Mazi Zurumike, said it in his last broadcast.
Yes, he made that comment.
So they are in court.
Yes.
They are in court.
Yes. This is that's the only thing. When after the court now, you will see that everything will come down. Nobody will listen for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is playing game. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very selfish. I'm not sorry to say that. He's very selfish human being. This all the family, they have the same character. When you watch these people, they will have the same character. Nnamdi Kanu was hidden his character. He hid in character until when you start seeing money, when you know that he have get everybody mind before he starts showing the character. You see, he have a group, we are working with them, we are working with DOS, but when you are in the prison giving order to Simon Abba, who was outside fighting this guy. Nobody know what is going on, but DOS know who was fighting. He's surprised when he see the Simon land in prison. He's surprised. Someone in prison, later they sentence him because all the judgment they come through what this criminal commit. You see, man, Lolo, Nick, I say, now they can't present everything. Now he's calling someone up a man. But he is the one has also did a man. Now the guy have tested the same power that we Biafra have given him. Now power is very sweet. So you have tested the power. So the guy don't want to leave the power. Why they want to take the power from you? So he said that nobody will control him from the prison. Power is sweet. Yes, he have tested the thing. He get that's why this woman, when he's talking, many people don't understand him. He said, how can you give the monkey cup? Not to give the monkey cup to drink, not for you to take the cup back. That's the problem. So he was doing his damage control. We want to destroy the US. So the US could be the US will destroy until we come back, come and take in power. This is what this guy is doing. Nnamdi Kanu no need Biafra. Let me tell you. If you need Biafra, all these lobbies, everything that they tell us, he spend this money. It's not working. All the money is under his custody. He take the money and living large with his family. A freedom fighter don't beat us. He don't look for the words. Mandela, when he was fighting, Mandela have anything. Even until Mandela come as a president, as he died, that man don't left anything, nothing, no property. You will see. But Nnamdi Kanu was busy sending money to his brothers, enriching his family, buying properties all over the world. But he was deceiving us. So when he come, if you come back, if you got to help him to come back, because this thing will not be easy, because Nigeria government knows everything. Now, Nigeria government know that he have loose people. You don't have, it's not famous as before. Let me tell you the truth. Let's not deceive ourselves. People have known what is going. Everybody have known. Even the government. That's why the governors, our people are not coming, talking about him again, because them know that they have know everything that he has playing. It's only money. He will come to radio, get all the governors, all the government, where him is doing the work. The government is good more than him, because those people come official, but him he was hidden. He's a snake, under green field with this lawyer. Ejimako is a criminal, a cunning man to the core. That guy not supposed to be exist. He's not supposed to live. That guy need to die. Thank you very much.
Yeah, ndewo. So, yeah. You know, I made a post yesterday. I said the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the lawyers have become Ogaranyangada. I used the word Ogaranyangada just within the space of 4 years. All of them. This brother mentioned about the mansion. Okay, not this brother, the first comrade that spoke. About the mansion Prince Emmanuel built. It's a new mansion Emmanuel built. Just within this period Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in. Is what he built, a mansion. Big mansion, well furnished. What does Emmanuel do for a living? That's what you ask. What does he do for a living? Ebenda amanye gasilaka, including embezzling IPOB funds. Because all the money that we are being shifted to Kanu, he distributes, he goes round to the whole siblings, because it's a lot of hundreds of thousands of euro. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So these guys, they milked us, they used us, using the name of IPOB to collect money from politicians. Do we talk about the lawyer, the one who phone? Can I have that guy? Phone. Guess not here. Can I have that guy? Can I have that guy? Remind me his name. That lawyer with long beard. That one is now chief. Oh, chief Ndobodoha. He took chieftaincy title. Not only taking chieftaincy title. That one has built school. He has built hotel. And then Ndobodo wechizie echichi as Ogaranyangada. This is a lawyer. We don't even know who are his clients. Who has he represented? And I had that guy. Maswell Akbala, thank you for that. Thank you. Maswell Akbala. Kedu, how many clients do you have? Kedu ndi Nigeria ikbeli ikbe na court? We don't know any, if not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, how did you become Ogaranyangada overnight? Because na okwa kantutwa The same account to Ejimako na-eme. We have seen how Ejimako collects money here and there. Don't think it's only Ejimako. Don't think it's only Ejimako. Ejimako, you know no mbe. Oh, mother. All the investments he's making, he's hiding them. Mana Maswell, Chorime chief. That is why people got to know his investment. The school, the hotel he built. The school he built. Just within a space of 4 years, they became Ogaranyangada. Then Emma Kanu, Prince Kanu. What does Emmanuel do for a living? What does the wife do for a living? That's what you'll be asking. To use the name of what we are doing to enrich themselves. It's not even only enriching themselves. The same Hawanezushi has continued to point fingers on the innocent ones. On the ones on our Bokoro Hambo. Using even their money to do certain things for the struggle. For the struggle. Oh, they are Hawaka Zoo recruits. Ikenna. You have seen who are the zoo recruits, not the people you are pointing at. Not them. Not them. How many people are watching? In case you have an evidence or you think or you suspect that the DOS are working with the zoo government, let's settle this issue today. Call in and tell us. Call in. Because no that same as some mili ahu David Ikenna David bunyero hanono ka ha pana agahale. I saw the one that told us that she does hook up. The day she was talking about how GUS we are collecting money from politicians. So it's only her kinds kaga but a brainwash her brain is empty. That's the kind of people they can use. Because somebody like me, before you deceive Mumu, Nyemo, false information to go and peddle outside, by the time Unjoro get 2 questions, you run away. Anything I come out before the camera to say, I have conscience. Anytime I accuse anybody, my conscience hurts me. It disturbs me. Not only my conscience. I live in a Western world. The police can knock at my door at any time. If I accuse you, anybody I accuse can come for me, can take me to court here, and I will pay dearly for it. That is why I cannot just on camera and begin to point at anybody to accuse you or to talk rubbish about you, because I know the implication. Anytime I point finger on you, I must have observed you. I must have gotten enough information about you. I don't run based on what people are saying. No, I don't operate like that. So, all these millipedes here, go and attack them, call them DSS, DOX. They are working, and how stupid they are. They have no single thing to support their claims. Because when you say somebody is DSS agent, Kedu, can you tell us? How did you know? How did you get to that? Concerning the Aloy Ejimako, I have shown evidence how I got to know that Aloy works. Is a government agent. He does the biddings of the politicians. Likewise, Emmanuel. Emmanuel cannot take me to court. Okay, I will go all the open. Or do we talk about Kanu? Kanu's one is open. That is how special we are. We are not propagandists. We don't speak allegedly. Allegedly. No. I speak reality. I speak what I observed. The reality. And not what people are saying. Oh. I can't see this message. I can't see this message. Maybe later I'll see it. So, Anye win go kun. DOS has warned you. It's been established that the DOS are not government workers. They are not government agents. They are not zoo recruits like Ikenna David echoes all the time. Ikenna cannot even provide any evidence of his claims. They cannot. So anyway you hear them call DOS any name that relates to that, tell them, Nanya Abago touch. We have lighted the torch and we have seen them. They are the zoo recruits. They are the zoo agents. They are the zoo agents. I can't access this message because I'm using the phone. Using the phone. I would have loved to get a call. I would like to know somebody like me. I would like to know. Please call and let us know. Let's finish Mazi warning. Aloy Ejimako, Obara 440. On a miserable his own thing. You can never see him talk anything about us. Ma was so on our beer deliver message. The guy has run away. Because his atrocities can come. Atrocities of Aloy Ejimako.
Even I'm not going to for so long. With the audio message, I say for you very well with any Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. With any you know about today. And why what can I have about IPOB issue? Can I have with problem?
When they are calling Mazi different names, no wonder. We better have a half Abafa here. He came na David. He came na David. The high blood pressure guy ya bukwenu get the Mazi no. Mazi ko no. Oh, we go to so only his voice. If only his voice. Only his voice. So, it's well established. They are the zoo recruits. The zoo agents. It's you. It's you, Prince Emmanuel Kanu. Kanunta. Aloy Ejimako. It's you, the Kanus. It's you. And not the DOS. Kanu, you can even call. Because I wish I have your number, I would have called you. Biko, Okija, do you have number for Kanonta? Let's see more call. Send the alarm on my second phone. Because anybody that has Kanonta's in case come and wear evidence. You never know. Kanonta might have evidence. So anybody that has Kanonta's phone number, please send it to the number I attach so that I can call him. Let's check if he has any evidence that the DOS are government recruits. We would like to know. Please. It's very important. Let's continue to listen.
You people have caused enough damage. Une made a caricature of this struggle. Une made a caricature of it. Look at IPOB members. Thousands of people. Last time we prison, I want no Nigeria. And I'm a I will try that game and I go about. I don't get what problem this is.
Because anybody that is sending message to me, please send it to the WhatsApp number I inserted on this live broadcast. Yeah, send the message to my WhatsApp. Because I can see some messages coming on the very phone I'm using to do this broadcast. I can't access it now. But if it's an urgent message, please send it via the WhatsApp of the number I inserted on this program. Yeah.
Press release again, but they are buying Onya. In the state governor, prescribed IPOD members. You know, so I just empire. You know, being any self anesthesia. And you come more down. You know, you come with 2 years and now, what would you know about? I was telling you, I hear about the last time I get the press release. But I tell you, Lord, you want they interfere in the press release and only problem of getting I like get fish here out. I like get fish here out.
So, thank you, DOS, for serving our press release. Me and you, I need to know here, I they have fought for it and disassociated the movement from the tool they want to use to be praising their politician. Tell me, what right do Aloy Ejimako have to meddle into our press release? Really ego. He has calculated how much he's going to gain, how much that is going to come in. He's now pushing. He's now kicking. They alter. One thing, this DOS, they don't like to expose things. They don't like to expose things. This thing now, this voice Mazi sent, I have grabbed certain things from here. Number one, I understand that after writing the press release, these criminals alter it. They rewrite it the way it will suit their personal interest. From this voice note. From this voice note, I learned is in confirmation to what Ekberima exposed about Ejimako, about his dealings, cutting deals with the politicians. Confirmed. Stamped. Adenyo. So, if no any right-thinking member of IPOB must understand the kind of fight these guys are fighting, the DUS, to save this movement. And they have not left. They are still going round us. They are still going round. So, some of you misunderstanding them about the gap between them and Mazi and Kanu. If you understand the stand of this leadership, You will praise them. You will hug them. Because it's not for them. It's not after them. They are not after themselves. Rather, the other parties are. The other parties try to enrich their pockets. They want to remain relevant. They want to give command. They want to appoint coordinators. Everything they do is in their own personal gains. But these people let the movement stand and be beneficial to all of us. It's all in the interest, collective interest, not on anybody's personal interest. This is one thing we have to know and understand. And I'll be bringing this broadcast to an end. Let me read some of the things, some of the posts, comments. Sunday Weke, good evening from here. Chukura Amechi, yeah, Maswell Agbara is still standing trial for fraud case. Oh yeah, mention my fraud because the kind of Galanyangada he turned overnight is questionable, you know. So Cole Martin says IPOB one big family. Yes, Tony Odeze. They are all fighting because he cannot David and his Mona Kevin say a bunch of okay. Tony Odeze, look at fine boy's wife lifestyle. Exactly, my brother. Fine boy, what is the wife doing? But the kind of hair on a where is this money coming from? The husband of Emmanuel, what does he do? What does he do? This guy is on DJ Agba and the people that milked. You know, when on down I want to zero Shiego IPOB with proof. Oh, how? If we go the way they are dealing with politicians, let Ifeanyi just choro this guy at you. Because every day or be ego. He wasn't talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, this is Biafran child. Good evening, Biafran child. In there, welcome to the program.
Good evening, Wadoge. Good evening. Wadoge, Ikenna David in a busy hour. On a busy hour, Ikenna David thought that we are going to overlook all this nonsense that they are displaying on social media every single day. I am Mazi Kenu Kechuku, the general. We have told them there is nothing like ceasefire. The fire must continue. Of course, now, there is nothing like ceasefire. And I keep on saying justice to Biafrans that have died on this quest of self-determination or Biafran Restoration Project. I also call for the justice for the widows. I call for the justice for those of our men that are still languishing in prison as it stands today. Why IPOB contributed money and won a slave siphon our money. And now they are telling us that we should not speak. So that what happens to the former DOS should also happen to the current one. And we said no. Now they are bringing a directive that remove Mazi Shinedu Collins.
How they are removed now?
Yeah, I'm happy. I had GC there now. We are moving ahead. We are moving ahead. They say that they should remove Collins Shinedu. We are going to forgive you. Ask them, are they Chukwu? Because we have to understand this. Abagom Biafrans, I have said this time without number. Makano Opano Boko Ubuntu Shiria. I am not going to follow those that want to restore Biafra. After they will restore Biafra, they will turn Biafra to feudal system. We are not going to accept it. I have told Biafrans there is nothing like supreme. I keep on saying this. We are Igbo people. We are Ndi Igbo. We are Ndi Buo. That is why they keep on saying in our age, in our place, says, that does not mean that we don't have the people, the front person. We always have person that will front the Igbo people. But there is not how you will come and begin to deceive the Igbo people. You want them to still following you. We are not going to stop on this quest of self-determination. Biafra must continue. You see all this lamentation, fabricated lies on social media telling you that let us destroy Biafra. When I come out, only one broadcast, we are going to galvanize, and we are not follow. We are not going to follow them. Because a lot have died on this quest of self-determination. I still want a fulefu. You also comment on that. One a fulefu, the one that have not contributed time to this Biafran restoration project called Phenomenon or Philosopher. He said that if we can have a 5 minutes or 3 minutes to talk about something, I asked that idiot, have he forgotten that 28 men died in Afaruku for Mazi Nnamdi to survive it today? I want to use this medium to tell Biafrans that Methuselah is the most useless human being I ever see in my life. I want them to go and ask Methuselah who brought him out, who bring him on limelight, who knows Methuselah before. Am I not the one that gathered all of them? Now today they have more to speak. Upon all the question that I asked Methuselah, Methuselah begin to deny. That is why I know that in this life, if you cannot beat them, you join them. That is why we are saying that there is no how we are going to support. Mazo can never support any Biafra that will come. A family will take over our people. And then we will begin to fight again. Another want to have their own. We are not going to. No, we are not going. We must get it right. Whether they like it or not. We must get it right. Mazi Collins will still remain here. Mazi Collins will still be my leader here in Germany. You know, when you call them leader, they pepper them for body. Mazi Collins is my leader. Mazi KK in Italy is my leader. I want to call Italia because some of them are daft in score. They thought that it's only Ndu we speak, anybody. They have forgotten that we have what they call structure. And IPOB as is an institution. The better they know this, is good for all of us. They should go back to the drawing board and understand that all our money, they must bring our money back. Nnamdi should buckle her belt. She should continue. By the time we're done with them, they are going to go down on their nail. And we are telling Onyendu there's no two ways about it. There is nothing like Nnamdi. They have sacked Nnamdi. Kanu himself is not part of IPOB. We are not doing family business here. So Onyendu should also go and tell them that they should continue because there is nothing like ceasefire. You know, when you speak like this, they will say you are attacking Onyendu. Because these people don't have balls and goals to confront issues. We are here in a time like this. Mazo Kenu Kichku, the general, is here in a time like this who always clears people doubt and put them in a path that they are going to follow. I want them to continue following the DOS. We are not coming here to protect anybody. We are not coming here to defend anybody, but we are defending the institution, which is the structure of IPOB. We have structure. We have structure. Mazi Nnamdi himself have told us time without number. Everything that DOS says goes. Mazi Shike Dozem is the head of the electorate, and the Mazi Zurumike is the second in command. And these two people, whatever they said, goes. If they call you on phone, to in case we are not there, if you see their call, you must, instead, you must return their call, whether you like it or not. And this time around, it's not the time that we are going to expel you, we are going to abandon you. Mazi KK have said it, and we are putting everything in plan that very soon we will take protest to their doorsteps. We are going to make it happen. Ada, we are going to make it happen. here in Germany.
Of course, I will land then. I just one more time. Can not permission from not here now. If I'm not jam news, but to land then to down.
Correct. Correct. We are just making it, little by little announcement, so our people will begin to buckle their belt because we must take it to their doorsteps. That is how we do T-shirt. Everything that we are doing today is what only do taught us. But now they turn around and telling you that no one can see any. Only do abago no potassium no one can see any. Chubania, Obromukulia. The same only do what I in one of his broadcasts. Nanka abona ma con X these people. But how much today? So why Onyendu cannot just give order? Tell Nnamdi to release our money. No, they don't want to talk about it. They you could trade Hanasi, Ego, Collins, Collins. And the reason why they were calling Collins is not that Collins will go there and steal money, no, or steal money from them. They are calling Collins because they know that Collins is going to open everything, how they have squandered our money. And Collins have been telling us how they have been moving the money, how they are distributing our money to unknown destination. And they are not using this money to help our people. They are not, just imagine a consort, and I just imagine a consort. A consort died on this quest of self-determination in a battlefield, which a consort can also compromise like others and live his best life. But he says, no, I must see this Biafran restoration. A consort died. Muni consort wherever but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is building a White House from here, factory, this and that, according to Darlington G, that is speaking from both of his mouths today. You understand? Because these people cannot stand for truth. The same Darlington mentioned opened his dirty mouth. Now say no DOS, but the finest today all change go. And I don't know how these people reasons. I don't know how these people, I don't know how these people think. Brother, I'm going to stop here.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling Biafrans that they should get prepared because soonest we are going to take protests to their doorsteps and we are not going to stop. We must make it happen. We in Germany here must make it happen. Let them go and prepare themselves. And I thank you very much.
Yeah,
and make sure that you continue.
Biafran child, if anyway, it's been confirmed. If the deputy HOD said it, Mazi Uzurimike, that the court, the Oku Cardinal Court, regarding our money.
Yes, ordinary court, Oku Cardinal Court. I have seen as we moved this time. I get seen you because he's seen as all the company actually also. Man, he's seen you. Haje also. Hey, in your fault, you will be on their fault. So, what do you know? They were using propaganda. After Mazi, the deputy to Mazi Shike Dozim, made that broadcast. Do you know that these people came on social media, begin to twist because our leader, they protect a lot of things. And sometimes, I don't know why these people cannot just learn and understand that these people love them. These people want to protect this struggle. Like a deputy to HTOS, and I do to our deputy HDOS is so ego had an account. So here the man on Mazi Zulumike Nakoabona, ego Indian Megiri, Otuaka Hasi, and divert attentions of people. The same broadcast that I made, that I said, do sign a petition against IPOB. Even Nayana come on broadcast, begin to say, if Kanu sue me to court, like I don't have the document. Like the document is not with me. You know, I'm still protecting some things not to post that document on social media. But I don't know how these people will come out and begin to gaslight people, telling people that what I said was a lie. And the document is there. Everybody have the document. The leadership have the document. My leader here in Germany, which is Mazi College Chinedu, have the document. The document, I also have the document, the name of those people that signed that petition. They are 13 people. 13 people signed that petition against us. Why? Because we summoned Nnamdi to meeting. Nnamdi said that he is not going to come. There is no reason. Now they are telling us that we still have money in Germany. And I want to take great people of Biafra. In Germany account, which is worldwide account of IPOB, there is no funding there. There is no funding. These people have moved every money away from that account. And that is the reason why they were telling us that they have sacked DOS. I'm calling on you that he should come and write memo.
Exactly. Exactly. But Biafran child, that is the truth. Because if they claim the DOS has been sacked, where is the memo that sacked them? How put that memo now? Can you tiwa madisi? How put that memo? We want to say it. How put the memo?
Nobody can. No memo. Is it just? I want you to go back to the history of IPOB. I mean the memo that have been written or have been sent out from DOS. Who is signing the memo? Is it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Chikedozie? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should take excuse from
DSS and from Sokoto Biabia sign. That's why at times we don't listen to them, you know. Because this sacking is not even today. We remember Ekberima sacked DOS. Other USA dissolved DOS. Now it's millipede. DOS, you guys don't suffer. You don't suffer.
The same Oyendu will tell her to cease fire. The same Oyendu will come and tell us that we should get prepared for the 30th of May. Now what is constant in life is change. We have changed from our zombie mentality to reality. We have changed from our zombies mentality to reality. And today we are facing reality. Nobody is going to deceive Igbo people again. Nobody. That is why we are telling them, all these 100 men who are consequential, they should put them inside hole. Because we are not going to allow these people to continue where Simon ever stopped. Nobody again is going to touch our people in Biafra land. Only Shabbat Shalom, they are recruiting people today. That is why we are making it clear to every one of them. IPOB is not involved. 100 or 2,000, because according to one of no more 100 men that people can come and join. So they want to start another anarchy in our land, but we are not going to accept it. That is why we are calling Igbo people anywhere they find themselves, that they should condemn that 100 idiots. They should condemn all these idiots called Shabbat Shalom, not in Biafra land. I am Wariabo Shabbat Shalom. We are not from Israel. I even Igbo. Nobody should deceive us again. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contributions, and I think I'll be ending this broadcast here. So thank you each and every one of you for joining me. Thank you, Jude Matthew, Gamus Rich, Tony Odeze, Clement Wagaruku, Chimoanya Okonkwo, Chinonso Obiora, K. Obi, Mazi Osi, Mazi Dalo, Andy Boo, Tony Odeze, Clement, Chinonso Obiora. A lot of you, Kenneth Akanwa, Ome Penny. Thank you all. So we have Anyabana touch like Lolo Neka will say, and we have seen the truth. Who the zoo recruits are. It's no other people than the Kanus and their lawyer with their lawyers, a lawyer Hijacking, or that circle with the zoo recruit. So Ikenna David, next time if you want to make your post and you want to talk about government recruit, zoo recruit, you are referring to this circle. They are the established zoo recruits and not the DOS. So here I draw the curtains today, and thank you once again for joining me.